Okay, what's working so far? We think. Right now, we had recently switched from me making a cold call, booking a meeting, hopefully, and then selling month to month. The result was either a straight up no or most likely yes. And it was booked a meeting, and then the conversion rate was much higher, obviously. We can get into that in a second. Right now, what we're doing, a cold call to booking a free content shoot, a little bit different than the meeting, to get one of the 4 R's. What are the 4 R's? If you're unfamiliar, that's either a review, a referral, a retaining customer, or real feedback, which is just as valuable, especially at this stage. So before, I was doing about 1,500 cold calls to get somebody who I was so confidently like, yes, this person's a warm lead. I think this is another shot. This is a new chance. 1,500 calls. So it was like $250 a day. Okay, do that, maybe for a week or so. Maybe we'll get somebody warm throughout the month. A few warm people, higher conversion rate. Maybe we'll get one client a month. That was the thinking process. Just the outcome was not that great. So right now, and sorry, I'll go into right now in a second. But yeah, so 3 warm leads, I got 1 booked appointment. 3 people who are like, yeah, they're confident. One of them out of those 3 would actually follow through with what they said. And then out of those booked appointments, I had to get 3 of them to maybe have 1 of them close. And that just took a lot of time. And you'll see what I mean by that in a second. So roughly 4,500 cold calls. I know some people won't even do that in their lifetime, let alone a year, let alone the last 3 months. 4,500 cold calls was 1 booked appointment, which did have a 25% closing ratio, not of the booked appointment, but out of the cold calls. Okay, and it was a new business type, a new market every time, and sometimes new goals for different customers. I thought, like I just mentioned, it sounded good. Okay, it was a sound way to go about it, but in the end, yeah, it's been tough. So that ended up with a burnt out mark, no real leads, and a shit ton of wasted time. So right now, what are we doing? Out of 100 cold calls, I will get 3 warm leads, and I'm doing 100 cold calls a day. Out of those 3 warm leads, I'll get 1 booked appointment. I average 1 booked appointment per day. So out of those 3 booked appointments, let's say I get 3 of them, so of course of 3 days, I have 3 opportunities, and that's instead of just going right for the close, I have 3 opportunities for one of the 4 R's. So let's say a week's worth, 500 cold calls equals 5 booked appointments. Those did have an 80% closing ratio from the calls. So there's a lower barrier to entry because of free offer, and it was something that we wanted in a market that we knew. So, and we were doing a value first relationship building process instead of just like, hey, do you need the service? And if they were qualified to need it, then we went for the pitch. And it has resulted in leads that I never would have had if I just pitched them first or even thought about. So the logic did sound same once we really thought about it, and then acting on it, it's been great so far. Now, what has the result been so far? That's something that you want to know. Well, you're going to have to find that out in the next video. My name is Mark Perry. I'm the co-founder and CEO of MNC Creative Co. We help businesses that want to grow using social media, and we keep it off their plate at the same time so they can get back to doing all the important stuff. So if this is something that you would need help with or you have any questions on, my contact information is right there. I'm an open book. Or if you have any questions on the video itself, leave a comment. I will respond to everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.